Hey guys, Timmy here, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about how to use the cubic area selector data tag with the testfor command to make a really cool cubic area sensor, and show you a little bit of how it could be implemented to make some cool things. And if we have some time, I may show you a really cool gigantic clock circuit that's really fast. But first, what we're going to do is just show you a little demonstration of how we can use the cubic area selector with the testfor command. As you can see, the dirt bridge has disappeared and been replaced with these solid bare blocks. And as you can see, there's no redstone whatsoever. There is no mechanisms of any kind. It's just a regular dirt bridge. And when I get close enough to the cubic sensor area, it will cause the grass to be replaced with these barrier blocks. And as you saw there just a second ago, when I jumped, it reset. Now that's an easy fix. I actually didn't consider that before I made the build, but all I'd have to do is extend the cubic area selection upwards, and I would remain in the selection area even if I did jump. So and then the really cool thing is when I come across here, it resets itself. So you don't have to have any kind of complicated builds to toggle this on and off. It's just a really simple, short little build, and I'll show you exactly how it works right now. So first, with most great builds, you have your simple clock circuit, one that is created with the placement of air in the same spot as an unbreakable redstone block, and that is continuously broken over and over, which creates a really fast signal, which is what I found the best use for any kind of sensor type thing, because you want a really fast signal, because that way it's refreshed as fast as you can. So that way, you know, the sensor is updated as often as possible. So we have that signal going to the command block, which is going to create our little area. You have your first coordinates here is the starting block that you want to start on, and then the secondary coordinates are actually relative to the first coordinates, and they have to be positive, so make sure that they're positive, which isn't that big of a deal. Most of the time, if you have a problem with having negative secondary coordinates, all you have to do is find a different starting coordinate, and I'll show you exactly how to come up with one right now. So if I wanted to select this area here to create the new selection area, the cubic area, and we'll extend it up that way that even if I jump, it won't be reset. So first, what you do is you find the coordinate that you want, and this is, if you look in the top left hand corner, you'll notice that this block is coordinate 237, -2. I mean -92, sorry. And if I want to select this area, to make sure that I can select this area, first I want to move over to the left, just so I'm moving on one axis. That way I can, you know, determine if the axis is going to a positive number instead of a negative number, because remember, the positive numbers work, the negative numbers will not work. So if I step to the left, you'll notice that it's going from 2 on the x-axis to 3 on the y-axis. So that's positive, that's +1. So that's good, we're good there. And then if I step forward, you'll notice that it goes from -92 on the z-axis to -91 on the z-axis. So that's good, that's also positive, so that's really great. So now that we have our coordinates, which we typed in our chat log, so we have that for reference, we can go over here, and I'll just bring that coordinate up again. For any just a little tip, if you ever type anything in your chat, you can press T and then press up arrow key. It will bring the last thing that you tapped up back up, and that way you don't have to type it all over again. So basically, we'll put in our first coordinates here. So it's 237, -92, and we want it to be 1 on the x-axis and one on the Z-axis. And since we're going to do this one with the jump, I'm going to go ahead and make it go upwards 2 blocks. That way, even if I jump, I should stay inside of the area no matter what, just to be safe. Alright, and we'll just leave it connected to this. Now, when we walk over to this area, it should make that part of the bridge disappear. So let's see. And there we go. Now, if I jump, I'm still in the area. I can move around to any of the other blocks. Still in the area, and it's still disappeared. Now, if I move off of it, it is gone again. So that's how you switch the cubic area. It's going to be extremely useful. I just figured out how to use it, and I cannot wait to put it in some of my builds. And if you're interested in how to make the trick bridge, all it is, after you use the testfor command, you run it through a comparator into a redstone signal or a repeater, and you have that attached to a piston, a sticky piston, which is holding a redstone block. The redstone block, when it is turned off, the piston is turned off, it is attached to this command block, which creates the grass in that area with the fill command. The fill command is another great command. I'm going to put some videos out there for you guys about that because it is amazing. So that puts the grass there. The commands for these will be in the description for you guys. And then whenever it's triggered, it pushes the redstone signal forward, which turns this command block off and activates this command block, which places the barrier blocks in the coordinates where the grass blocks were. So, and then once you are off the signal, the piston goes back and reactivates the grass, which replaces the grass. So toggles itself for you. And so yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Since I have a little bit more time, I want to show you this huge redstone clock really quick, and just be a little bonus, and then I'll say goodbye. But here, let me turn the sound down on this because those pistons are extremely loud. Alright, so what we have here is basically the exact same idea of the redstone clock that I just showed you all, of the air and the redstone being replaced, but this uses the fill command that I was talking about earlier. It fills this huge area with the redstone block that's unbreakable, and then it has on the other end the command that fills the whole giant area with the air block, and just over and over it creates this signal. And I kind of just made this to demonstrate how high and how big it actually was, and for some reason it stopped letting me place blocks after this point, so it won't let me, it won't let me place a block above this point. It may be some kind of height restriction that the level has, I'm not sure. Yeah, I couldn't go any higher, but I think that the redstone signal actually does go higher. But the really cool thing about this is, it was like, took me less than a minute to make. Then I have this huge invisible wall of rapidly repeating redstone signal, and I think the possibilities for that is kind of endless. So yeah, guys, I hope you all liked it. I hope you enjoyed the videos. If you have any questions or any kind of criticisms, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to address everybody out there. I hope you can take away from this something that I took a little while to learn myself, and I plan on making a lot more videos with some really cool contraptions. So keep an eye out there, guys, and hit that follow button, and make sure you hit the like button. Peace.